Hi! So in this video I wanted to sort of just show what I have got for sort of groceries. And this is not like any near what I eat in 1 week or even what I eat in, one day or anything. This is just a very random grocery haul. But however, I am vegan. I have been vegan for, like almost 5 years. So for those who are kind of new to being vegan or want to be more plant-based, and wondering, what types of stuff can you actually eat. I just figure I'm going to show what I got, and this is not like to be any kind of form of judgment, what I eat or anything. It's just like, this is what I got. So, by the way, I had like a huge kind of assignment just so I am kind of, my head is kind of tired after this. So the first thing, which I'm so happy to find, because this was the first time in Sweden that I got anything like this. So I got this huge green kale bag, and I never seen this anywhere in Sweden before. So this was kind of a unique kind of thing to find, and I think it's because this is like only possible to sort of grow in the south part of Sweden, and I think that's why they had this humongous bag of green kale. So I'm super happy because I love green kale. It's one of the best types of greens to eat because it's so dark and rich in kind of, chlorophyll and just a lot of different nutrients and stuff. So, on other kind of normal occasions I tend to eat quite a lot of spinach because spinach is also quite good. But green kale is quite nice during the winter time, and whenever you can find something that is, really dark green and even in a humongous bag. So I know that the kind of sticks, the steams or whatever on these green kales, they are quite heavy. So obviously this bag is not just full of green leaves, it's also having these kind of, steams to them. So I need to remove them. And then, funny, I got a tissue box with the... And by the way, this is kind of, if you are in the Middle East, if you're in Dubai, Abu Dhabi or Jordan or anywhere in those places, tissues is like common practice. You have tissues, like paper towels, like, tissues. But in Sweden, this is not what they're using. In Sweden, people are using toilet paper to, whatever they're doing, they're using toilet paper, or they're using specific papers for their nose, But I'm like, since I've been in the Middle East, I have become obsessed with tissues, so I cannot live without these, So, And then I just got common, this is actually, I think, organic. Yeah, it's organic oats, just plain, boring kind of oats. However, I do eat these in my breakfast every day, so I have these. I always have like oats for breakfast with some fruits, and then I have also, I tend to make these kind of date balls, like mix oats with dates and some, coconut, shredded coconut or something, So that's why I sort of go through quite a lot of oats. And however, these are not gluten-free, so if you have like an allergy, you can always find gluten-free oats. And then some clementines. And this is also one of the reasons why I wanted to make this kind of very random type of grocery haul, for vegans, because you can typically, as I show you the green kale and now I show you the clementines, I often buy just the kind of, fruits and vegetables. I typically buy fruits and veggies that are, in season, because they are typically much more like full with nutrients and they taste much sweeter and nicer than if they are not in the season, So clementines, all kinds of citrus fruits are currently in season, so that's why, or not maybe all of them, but most of them. So that's why I tend to eat quite a lot of clementines during the winter season, And then I do like chocolate actually, and dark chocolate has some iron in it, so it's quite good, And I know it's kind of a stimulating kind of product, But however, I do not drink any coffee, I do not drink alcohol, I do not drink anything else that is, stimulating the brain. So I do eat some dark chocolate, And this is the darkest one, so it has almost only cacao. And this one is also vegan. It doesn't have any, you know, like milk in it, you know, cow's milk. And also I got another one, and this one have mint in it, and it's only 70% cacao in it. And then I got some mulberries, and this is something I look forward whenever I am in, you know, like Jordan or somewhere over there, because these are grown in Turkey and also in Jordan, you know. So they are like, and the first time I saw a mulberry tree, I was shocked because a mulberry tree is like huge and it has a ton of berries on it, you know. And there's even in, for example, in Amman, in Jordan, they have like these black mulberries, and the trees are like growing, you know, over almost on the streets. And then you have all these berries that are like, you know, falling down when they are ripe. It's just insane, you know, because they are such nice kind of berry, because they are very sweet, and also they are quite, you know, kind of good in nutrients and stuff, you know. I don't know exactly the nutrient components in this, you know, in these white kind of mulberries, but however, I mean, these are quite nice to, you know, if you want to make any kind of snack or whatever, trail mix, or just snack on them, you know. They are really good. And as I said, whenever I've been in kind of Jordan and these places, you can actually buy these jars, or not jars, but these boxes, you know, with fresh mulberries, and they are like so good, you know. And then the final thing that I got is some fresh dates from Iran. These are grown in Iran. So, and I love dates. Whenever I'm in the Middle East, you know, like in Dubai and these places, they have all these, you know, varieties of different kinds of dates, you know. So they have these sokari dates, they have like fard, and they have, now I'm not going to try and pronounce all of them, you know, but also this famous ayva. Okay, this is Arabic, so I'm sort of excusing myself for probably mispronouncing it properly, you know, but there is a ton of different dates and I do like them. However, in Sweden it's not so, like the common kind of food shops do not sell them in dried format, so they are only in this fresh kind of, you know, format. So however, these are really good when they are fresh to sort of make, you know, date balls with, because then they are very easy to kind of mush, you know, mush up into a paste and make into balls. So yeah, that's it, you know. And so that's what I got. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this very random kind of grocery haul, but it's vegan and it's you know, it's some kind of stuff that I eat. I must say that, you know, since I'm vegan, most of the things that I sort of eat, unless it's something that is locally grown in the soil, is actually sort of inspired by, you know, kind of Middle Eastern kind of food stuff. So for example, dates and mulberries and different kinds of fruits. I love hummus, I love chickpeas, and I like, you know, different bean mashes, and I love tabbouleh, and all of those things are, you know, coming from the Arabic kind of and Middle Eastern kind of context and places from there. So I love the food, and actually I eat a lot of that type of food, you know, whenever I can. So I hope you enjoyed it, and thank you.